Hi guys, it's Rel Klein. You're watching Rel Reviews, and today I'll be reviewing the latest episode of The 100, Season 5, Episode 10, The Warriors Will. Now I want to start saying that this episode didn't take that many notes. Usually my notes, it's like a full sheet, and then I would have to make a star and start writing everywhere else. This, I still had a lot of lines left. I don't know if you could see. And I think it's because I was enjoying myself this episode, and really there was a lot of conversations that were deep, and yeah. So Clark and Maddie obviously left, and Clark's driving the car, and Maddie's acting all crazy, and I'm like, why is she acting like this? And she's having all these memories of the past commanders, and they wanted to show it to her. And so also something else, before they drove away, they I think Clark saw that the eggs and stuff from that warm creature was in the back, and she threw it out. And so now we'll get into it later on, but they're going to march to war at the end, and I'm kind of this is gonna come back to haunt them, because I know how 100 works. I know this show works. Something with these eggs, there's a reason she threw them out, so it's gonna hurt them. So yeah, now everything we thought, a lot of stuff was with Octavia this episode, and the people, they don't want to march, so she's the only way to have them to march is for them to fear her and be this is the only option. And she even talks to Indra about it. Indra's this is your only option, and she goes to Indra to talk about it because she doesn't want this to be the only option. I mean, she doesn't have to do it, but Indra's this is the only option. So Indra's all I'm gonna kill Bellamy first and let my daughter live. You know, Octavia wants, even though Indra has been a mom to her, she was the one who taught her to fight. My mom was sitting next to me watching this episode, and I was explaining to her, I was she's the one who taught her to fight. She is who made her, she is. Indra was I made Octavia Skycrew who she is, not Bloody Raina. I was this. So yeah, and she's telling Bellamy to win, but Bellamy's all I'm not gonna win. I don't care. Other stuff. So Abby was kind of kept, and then she has to save these people. She doesn't want to, and she's also kind of not looking so well. So I guess that's kind of, we learned about it in psychology and my health classes. It's withdrawal to those sleeping pills, so she's acting this, and she's looking like she's gonna die. So with the algae was really working, and Monty was saying that they don't need Shadow Valley, they can live here and all this stuff. Octavia was not saying it. She was not with it. And she said this really strong line, which is part of the title. I didn't realize that till now, but the farmers won't save the world, Monty. The warriors will. Oh, also, so after Octavia was talking about me, she started cutting her. I was girl, what are you doing? But she just put her own blood on her face. I was also with the whole Maddie thing and seeing past commanders, Clark is do you see her? We all knew she was like that Lexa. So then we get into the fighting scene, and of course Bellamy before it's oh, I'm not gonna do this, so you're fighting and all this stuff. And then Kaya threw it at Octavia. She's trying to kill Octavia, and Octavia threw it back, and then they started fighting more. And then Monty and this girl, who I still don't know her name, came in, and they said the thing about the algae, and then all the people started protesting with them. And so then Octavia decided to burn it. I was girl. So in the end, they ended up going to war. So yeah, they ended up going to war, and before that also, I don't want to go into much explaining, but Maddie sliced the guys up. I was girl. I think there's 3 more episodes left of the season. I don't know, but it's crazy. Oh my god, such a good episode. I mean, at some parts it was a lot of conversation, so I was a little bored. There's no Raven this episode. Every episode should have a Raven. Oh, the whole thing with Abby too. So then she finally got hold of these pills, and the guy started eating the people. And then she probably took too much, and if he's an overdose, but I don't think they're gonna kill her. I think she's fine. A review for season 5 episode 10 of The 100. Thank you guys for watching. Comment, subscribe. Love you guys. This is Rel Klein with Rel Reviews, and bye.